What's up, guys? I just got off work. Well, actually just got home from work, but I literally just sprinted inside, sprinted through the house, grabbed the stuff I needed, and jumped back in my truck. That's what I mean, I hate this time of year. You hardly have any daylight to fish. Luckily, I get off early enough to be able to go for about an hour. I get off at 3, so the rivers are still, they've dropped a lot, but they're still blown out. I got a ton of rain here in Missouri. So the river and creeks are out of the question. So I got a little trout stock pond right here about 3 miles from my house. I'm gonna go hit that up. And I know they put some mondos in there, so hopefully we can crank on one of them. I'm just gonna be throwing probably just throw a little rooster tail around and get some reaction bites, and if I have to, I'll put a little unscented trout worm on, because you can't use scented in the winter. And then probably get to throw a little jerk bait or something, because I know they drained this whole little pond or lake deal either last year or 2 years ago. They drained it and then restocked it. They resealed it and then stocked it. I know they put bass back in there, but I think they're like 12 inches or so. So if I catch any bass today, they won't be very big at all. But I wouldn't mind catching a few of those little dinks on a jerk bait. So that's the plan. Go crank on some fish. I mean, you got the itch to go do some fishing. I know you guys are probably like, "Ooh, but Tyler, they're stock trout. They're basically pets." Yeah. It obviously isn't going to be as cool as going out some like remote river or stream and catching some wild trout, but I mean, this is what I have to deal with. This is what I got right now, so that's what we're doing today. Stick around and we will be cranking here in about 5 minutes or so. All right, guys, the beautiful lake. I'm gonna go over here on the dam. I usually have the best luck over here, so go over here on the dam. There's a ton of little bait fish in here. I'm gonna go over on the dam, tie this jerk bait on, and then I'll probably throw this rooster tail around for a little bit. And then, yeah, go from there. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and tie it on here. Alright, you got the little jerk bait tied on. This little Ned. Let's go crank on some. This line is trashed. And this water is really dirty. Usually this water is clear. This water's usually pretty clear. Any luck?
I got 3 so far.
Yeah.
Throwing a white rooster tail.
What I got on. Well, that guy's caught 3. He's got on a white rooster tail, and that's what I'm throwing, so let's see if we can get one. This is usually the hot spot right here. There's one. Didn't take too long. cold. He was really white. Look how white that thing is. It's weird. There he goes. I gotta get a rubber net. Those mesh nets are ridiculous. Shit gets all stuck in them. See how white that thing was? That was crazy. Another one, guys. This one feels like a little better one, maybe. Oh, nope, he's smaller. This is just a little guy. Another little bitty guy. It's fun coming here. This place is 3 miles from my house. I can just come here, crank on some fish real quick. I only got an hour of daylight. Come crank on some fish and not waste a bunch of time. That one hit it like a 4-pounder. That was crazy. I know there's some giant ones in here. Talked to some guys that work for Missouri Department. They said there's some 10-pounders in here, I think. For I think it's like the 50th year anniversary of stocking trout or something like that. And I got online and actually looked it up too, and all around the area they stock 10-pounders, I think, or something crazy like that. So that'd be pretty wild, hooking a 10-pounder. There's another one. They're destroying this rooster tail. That one spit up a trout worm. Easy, 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 easy. Another nice trout. Little stock trout. They're fun to catch. There we go. See that little worm? I don't know if you guys can see that. Somebody's using one of those trout worms. That thing spit it up as I was reeling it in. Oh, feels good to catch some fish. I ain't caught a fish in a while. Ain't had time to go. Dude, these things are thumping it too. I was right here at the bank. This one's been caught before. Another little, this is a little bit smaller, but he's all beat up. Somebody caught him and didn't take too good care of him. That's the hot spot right here, guys. Is that 4? See if we can get about 10 before it gets dark on me. The sun's getting ready to set though. So weird, right in the middle of town. Everybody's out walking around, walking their dogs. I'm sitting here catching trout. It's kind of cool the Missouri Department of Conservation does this. A lot of people ain't got, especially whenever you get to keep them. That's really cool, because then people get to catch trout, cook them up, you know. Not everybody really has the resources to go make a trip and go trout fishing. These little city lakes and ponds that they stock are pretty cool. I don't have a lot of time. Do-ba-ba-ba-ba-boo. Oh, I just got hammered. I mean, that thing crushed it. That was wild. Do 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 do. Little lure here. Check this out, guys. Little Rapala. Little Rapala. Put that in my hoodie pocket. I can get it out, get it unstuck from my pocket later, I guess. Not a bad find. Oh, there's one, guys. Finally. That one hammered it. He's a little guy. He hit it like a monster. I get my pliers out for this guy. Another real white one. Alright, they like the black. That thing smoked it, man. That was one of the hardest hits I've had yet. There's one. This is a nice one here, guys. Oh, whoa, whoa. That's a pretty good one. He hammered it. He's ready to go. Well, guys, I am out of time. Managed to catch some fish, 6 of them. You guys saw them, missed a couple more, but I only fished for right at an hour. Fished an hour, caught 6 fish. Not too bad. These little stock ponds are pretty awesome, especially when they're right here by my house. I can always come down and crank on some fish whenever I'm getting the itch, you know what I mean? But yep, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you like that little city limit trout session. If you guys can look, if you're in Missouri, you can look it up and it'll tell you all the lakes that they stock it in, that they stock around the area and stuff. And I mean, it's usually pretty good fishing. I usually always catch a couple when I come here, you know, and then I forget what the date is, but sometime around the spring you can start keeping them, and then limits forward just like everywhere else. But yep, that'll do it for today. It got dark on us. I wish it was summer and it got dark at 9 o'clock so I can go do some real fishing trips after work, but we'll get there. That's all I got. See you guys next time.